We started looking at Vocollect because it was going to solve our picking process.
The reason why Mountain Leverage was such a good fit for us is that they knew my business.
There have been a number of projects that we've worked on. I can't remember one that went as quickly and as smoothly as this one.
Definitely prefer never to go back to paper. This is so much easier.
We knew that we were making approximately 500 pick mistakes a week. Since Vocollect, we're down to 3 a week.
Perry's Ice Cream is a 4th-generation family business located in Western New York. My great-grandfather, H. Morton Perry, started the business in 1918, and here, 96 years later, the 4th generation is running the day-to-day. We employ over 310 employees full-time. We distribute all of New York State, Western PA, a little bit into Eastern Ohio and New England, and we produce over 10 million gallons a year here at One Ice Cream Plaza.
Before Vocollect, we were picking based on paper. What was happening is that our pickers would be reading that and they would skip over the description. So we were making a lot of mistakes in our picking operation based on human nature. We would simply read the order, look at the bin location, jump over the description, and pick the quantity. So a very frequent mispick that we were experiencing was the right quantity of the wrong product.
The challenge in the warehouse was accurate picking, accurate and timely picking. So we were having a lot of problems with our drivers, complaining about our deliveries not being accurate, having to go back out, and sometimes leaving late.
Another big problem that we were having was turnover. What was happening is that we were finding that they were taking a very long time to come up to our standards, and then they were turning over before we were even reaching the standards that were set.
From my perspective, the problem wasn't the data, it was the process. So we started looking at Vocollect because it was going to solve our picking process.
Perry's approached Mountain Leverage when they were looking to upgrade to a voice solution, and it was really just a no-brainer. Whenever we looked that it was a warehouse environment, they were on paper, they were very committed to their customers and had an opportunity to deliver some better results.
We had a lot of concerns, whether we could get it done in a timely manner, whether it would interfere with all of our other objectives. And we were quickly sold on the fact that this isn't a large IT project. It's a warehouse project that IT helps support.
Voice allowed us to do several things. One, it allowed us to be hands-free, which was something that was very high on the list of solutions that I was looking for. The immediate feedback when we implemented voice from the team was how much time they had free that they weren't reading and looking down at their clipboard. The ability to have a cross-check function. We wanted to have something that would direct us to where we needed to go, what we needed to pick, and some form of cross-check. And Voice had a very simple but effective solution for that.
My favorite thing about Vocollect is accuracy. It gives you the location, it asks for a check digit, it confirms you have the right item, you're in the right place. As long as you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and tell it how many you're putting on, in this case a dolly, it eliminates most of the areas where errors can occur.
I feel like my accuracy and my productivity has greatly increased.
Once you get past the initial learning curve, which I think is pretty short, it's fairly simple to get used to the system. It's easy to learn. I think it's made a big difference. It really has.
The employees are so much more content knowing that nothing's going to stop them except for themselves. They have that power to get the job done, feel good about it, knowing that no one's going to come back to them and say, hey, you missed something, there was a mistake made, and they feel good about they did a good job when they leave at the end of the night.
If another warehouse manager approached me and were asking me about Vocollect, I would immediately tell them that they need to get a hold of Mountain Leverage and talk to them about the implementation for their process. What I would recommend is that they put together a cross-functional team to look at all of the different processes that support Vocollect. Vocollect is absolutely a great technology, but you have to have some pretty solid processes in place. Mountain Leverage was able to come in and help us with our processes and wrap them around voice in a way that made sense.
From the start, we clicked with the Mountain Leverage folks. We felt they were here for us, and to this day we do. They've really been a really supportive partner. The warehouse has a connection to Mountain Leverage. They resolve problems for us that we didn't even know existed in IT, and they've been there whenever we would ask them for help.
I was nervous to make the switch from paper to voice. Now that we have made that switch and I see the results, and you cannot argue with results. I mean, we've gone from 90 days down to 5 days on a training period. We have increased our productivity by 30%. We have increased our accuracy performance with just astronomically. So for a picking warehouse, a distribution center, people would be crazy not to take a look at voice.